Hello, hello, hello. This is Kathy Cross Reese coming to you on day 96, I believe. If I'm incorrect, I will correct it on the screen because I don't always remember what day it is. So, day 96 of 365 hashtag reflections. I am sharing with you from Proverbs 6 today. And hashtag reflections means I am reflecting on my day. What a wonderful day. It starts out the same way with communion. So I'm going to put that in the chat. I can find where the chat is. And I'm going to ask the question, how are you doing? And send that off. So if you could kindly respond to that, let me know how you're doing. I'd love to know. And so communion, oh my gosh, so beautiful. It's hard to describe what it's like because it's always different. It's different every morning. His mercies are new every day. So being in his presence and leaning into whatever Holy Spirit has for us, for me, for you, if you're listening, it's just beautiful. So that was today. That was today. Um, Trying to think what else. Oh, I did take both of my grandsons to church today. Sometimes I don't get to take, I have three grandsons, but typically will take one because the other one, his mother works and she picks him up in the morning. But I was able to take them both and spend a little more quality time with them, which is great. I really love doing that. Um, let's see what else. So after church, I did some juicing today. Ew, yeah, I did some juicing today. And what I'm doing is I'm creating, and I didn't realize I was doing this until I'm perfecting the different juices that I'm making, and I'm doing them based on numbers. And today I made Sweet 16. That was the juice I made today, Sweet 16. So it has a combination of 16 fruits and vegetables, including some spices like ginger and turmeric. So it has those ingredients in it, and it is really Sweet 16. So it has a little, what else did I call it? Called Sweet 16. And then I looked up what the number 16 meant in biblically speaking. So I added that as a caveat. So I'm really feeling good about these juices that I'm creating. So yeah, I'm gonna share some of them with friends and let them kind of taste test it and see how it um, how it turns out. And I'm looking for like some containers so I can send some samples out to family and friends and see what they think before I actually launch it into an actual business because I think it's something that people really want. Real juice. Yeah, Sweet 16. Love it. It actually tastes like Sweet 16. I can remember being 16 and being sweet. Actually, people tell me I'm still sweet, so that's all good. So maybe I'll call it Happy's Sweet 16. Yeah, yeah. So that was today. A beautiful day. I was able to take the boys after church to a bakery and let them pick out whatever they want. They said, "Well, how many things can we get?" I said, "As long as you don't get the whole store, we're fine." So, like a kid in a candy store, I want that, I want that, I want that. It was just fun, just fun. Being with them, sharing all that part of being a kid, it's exciting. It's exciting. So after that, came home, spent some time with mom, and she was pretty tired today, so she wanted to rest today. So I let her rest today, and trying to think. That was yesterday. We started to watch a movie, and she fell asleep on it. So yeah, she wanted some. She wanted the weekend. She tends to want to sleep a lot more because she doesn't have the engagement of people coming in and out of the house. She just likes to rest because I think she gets exhausted, mentally exhausted from having different people come around, different energy. She's just used to, being in this steady, peaceful atmosphere. I would call it peaceful. Right. So that was that. I did make, let me think, oh, I ate leftovers, so I didn't have the same I didn't cook anything new today, so that was my day. So how are you doing and how was your day? As I look up Proverbs, go ahead and share in the chat if you will. As I look up my Proverbs of the day, I read it in CSB today. Yeah, CSB. Yeah, I read it in CSB today. So how about well, I remember about the ant, the tiny ant, as no leaders, but yet they're wise because they store up. I think we can really learn a lot from ants. I used to want to, as a child, I used to, watch them and then I would like want to step on them. But wow, I'm older, mature, and wiser now, and I'm thinking, wow, I could have just watched them and learned all that what they do. In fact, I'm even thinking of getting one of those ant farms. The ant farms that show you, well, where you can see the ants, taking a grain of sand and taking food and just watch how they work because there's so many lessons in leadership by watching ants, really, really watching ants. Okay, so Proverbs today was Proverbs 6. And oh, yeah, this is good. It talks about lessons for daily life, things, things that I've done that I wish I hadn't, but life lessons I learned, like putting up surety for a friend, thinking that they're going to pay you back, such as when I was dating, I had a guy who said, I can't get a cell phone. So I was like, oh, I'll get you one. Got him a cell phone. He never paid for it. Never paid me back for it and ruined my credit. Well, he wasn't the only one that ruined my credit, but yeah. So things like that, not paying back debts. What else? That was one. Then it talks about being lazy, being a slacker. Like saying if you're always in the bed. Now, I'm not talking about those of you who are resting. I'm talking about those who don't ever want to get up out of bed and just, the Bible talks about being a slacker. So, yeah, hope you're not one. Hope you're not one. And it says, a little folding of the hands, then poverty will pounce on you like a bandit, right? It starts out on verse 10, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. Then poverty will pounce on you like a bandit. Scarcity will attack you like an armed robber. Ouch. So, it's okay to rest, but it's talking about in excess. I think anything that you do in excess, even if it's good for you, um, is probably not best for you in excess. Like eating in excess, it's probably not good for you, but we need to eat, right? So that's my share for tonight. I want to go ahead and wind this up with Carol Burnett's song. Turn you up a little bit. I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh or sing a song. It seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes a time we have to say so long. Good night, everyone. Remember to like, subscribe, and share.